Okay. I think I need to turn this up a little bit more. Whoo! We are here. We are here. Give me a chair. My voice is a little raspy, but that's what you get when you're cheering for a total of 73 individual cross players who crossed the stage this past weekend at JFAX. I was everyone's extremely proud aunt who only comes to one of their sporting events a year. She makes the most of it. No, but I cheered. Kohei was the DJ from Japan guest that was there too, and so he was hyped, I was hyped, and we just kept the party going. So pardon the voice, I am fine. Back's a little iffy. I think it has something though. I think I've narrowed it down. I think it has something to do with how I'm sleeping too, with all that. So I'm just trying to make sure that I keep a proper posture. But good morning, good morning. Happy Monday, Adam, Ivo, Fudge. I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. And it is a mess up in here. I have my Crocs on sport mode, but I still, at walking through, managed to lose one like I was treading through a swamp. So we have to clean it up so we can retrieve said shoe. It seems you washed your voice yesterday. No, wasted my voice. I wasted my voice away on Saturday. And then I was chatting with you guys Sunday morning. And then by the time like lunch rolled around and after closing ceremonies, she was shot. And I was like, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We're not taking to space to slay Grenier. I don't need to have a type of scream going on. But what we do need to do is I need to unpack everything. I think it'll take us maybe an hour to go through everything that's all over the floor and pack things up for our next convention. I need to pause on what I say regarding the next convention. My administrative assistant reached out to me and told me that just to pause. So more info to come. But yeah, so we are getting ready for our next convention, which should be in a couple of weeks. What I need to do, though, is I need to clean up from JFAX. So JFAX, it was this past weekend, but it is a nonprofit anime convention that happens in Grand Rapids, Michigan, every single summer. And I even have next year's dates. You guys want to know? I mean, you guys probably won't show up, but I'm going to tell you next year's dates anyways, because they told them to me. So next year's dates, if you so choose to mark them down in your calendar, I obviously did, is going to be June 21st through 23rd. As of right now, we are tentatively planning to attend unless they kick me out. I'm hoping we still have our coordinator spot. I know that we did receive a couple of emails yesterday and this morning regarding cosplayers wanting to know their scores. Just give me a couple days, and I'll also put a blast out on socials. Just give me a couple days. I've got to, 1, find all the documents, 2, sort through them all, because after deliberation, I literally just swiped my arm across our whole entire judges table, dumped it into a large tote, and we sped walk down to live events to make sure that we weren't late. So I do have all the papers. They are just in a chaotic, after convention, haphazard state. So let me organize them all, and then I will type up sweet nothings and send them out to cosplayers who have asked for their notes or, positive criticism, where to go, how to get better. But yeah, Lefarage, good morning. Krisnatch, thank you so much for a lucky 13 months of subbing. Yeah, hypes for sure. Good morning to you, Aflov. Good morning, Bliker. Hello. It was a long week, but I don't feel like I'm tired. But you know how sometimes I see you guys after a convention and I am like just mentally spent as well? I feel like we had prepped all the documents ahead of time, so thank you so much for letting me take a couple days off last week from streaming so that I could prep all of our documents and cut the paper. drink a Red Bull. No, I was able to prep everything and get everything going. We clipped and sorted. Everything was in its own little folder. So when it came down to setting things up for fashion show as well as for the competition, they all had their own manila folder and clipboards galore. So thank you so much for being understanding and allowing me to slacken my streaming responsibilities for yesterday. We did, though, in subscribers, you can see the VOD. Because of said outfit, only I do have it. Subbies, you're the only ones that can see yesterday's VOD as Tatsumaki. I am going to restyle the wig for our August guest appearance at Really Cool Comic-Con. I just, from now to I've got things to do, and a restyling of a wig between now and the first weekend in August will happen, but probably more toward that August. Because we got to get the Lotus going. But before we can even start on the Lotus, and there's some more Lotus here, I got to clean up. I've got a stand here. I got an Attack on Titan cloak. I got, oh no. Okay. I was in such a rush. I've got a pot that still has a little bit of dye in it. Whoopsies. So I've got some cleaning up to do on my end. I'm like, it's like a witch who started to brew some potions and then just sort of left them there when she left for the weekend. Wiki bums. Oh, wiki burns? Bums? Wiki bums? It was the side bum, all right. It was the side bum. But yeah, I got a pot that I gotta wash. And I think there's some other things we need to wash too. I was like, I'll just put them in the pot. But I'm like, some of those things might be white. And so, all right, Mr. Pot. All right. We're going to get our steps in today. I'm going to put my phone in my pocket and we'll see if we can hatch a Pokemon egg. I put a 10K in there yesterday. So we're going to put, okay, this has got to go through the side area here. I'm going to put this toward, you know me, I like to take everything that needs to go downstairs and put it at the top of the staircase. So it's the most absolute tripping hazard. But inadvertently, then I have to clear a space to get to the top of the stairs. So I feel like it works. Off to the side here, I do have my pull-up stand. Let's put this in the crate. Well, I can't put it in the crate. All right, I'm just going to haphazardly put it in front of the crate. I need your guys' assistance. Not right now. It's going to be probably before we go to Boston in September. So after Astronomicon, we actually might need to order them before Astronomicon. I want to order new promo banners. I would like to do, most conventions have pipe and drape. Those are the metal stands that have the curtains behind the guests to kind of break up a vendor's or convention hall. Those are perfect, and I have the little clampy guys to clamp banners to. I also then, for smaller conventions that don't do pipe and drape, i.e. JFAX that we were just at, because they are a relatively smaller convention. They don't need the pipe and drape to kind of like block things off. They just make it a little bit more smaller, so having the wide open spaces is easier for people to find each other. But I have the pull-up stand for that. Perfect. Pull-up stand, though, we've had that since we started guesting in 2018 we started guesting at conventions in 2018, I think. And I haven't changed it. So I think we need to like print a Mad Moxie, print a Garuda, and maybe print a Toru, just an eclectic. That way they're not going to be too, maybe, like 18 inches by 3 feet or something like that. Small little posters to roll out, clip to the top. That way people can see, but they show array and diversity of craftsmanship. I hate being just narrowed down to one type. I really do. That drives me crazy when people go, all you know how to do is sew. And I'm like, bitch, please. What? Come a little closer. I got tongs. All right? I'm gonna give me a nose. I'm gonna twist. I saw a funny thing the other day. Streamers found an interesting solution to keep their feet off the internet. She replaces them with hands or heel in the place of her photos. Oh my goodness, that's awkward. Awkwardly hilarious. At least it matches your shirt, so you can walk around with it and feel confident. I do have my teal staff shirt on. So this is the staff shirt from this past weekend. They came in various colors for VIPs and for guests, but the staffs had these really cool teal. So I guess it works. It's the year of teal. It's the year of teal. There's something to this. Nocturne, hello. Tip your favorite artist. Well, hey, I feel like more of those artists, speaking of artists, Party Table was next to us again this year. Loving it. We'll chat more about Party Table because I picked up some merch. I want to say I picked it up just for you, but I ended up purchasing a couple more because I found some for myself, and I was like, I'm so not giving this one a chat. But, yeah. And I hope everybody's doing well. Nocturne, what do you want to do? Plus, can I get a... Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's unsettling, Aloha, because it's well done, so it looks real. Did you guys hear about Reddit is fun? Did you hear about Reddit? Apparently, they don't want boobies on their sites anymore. So that's a bummer. All right, taking that off, stretching it out. I'm trying to make sure that I keep my hips and pelvis pushed forward. It's just that it's just a little, not too bad, but just a little. Huge thank you to Spindrift Cosplay and Katie's Thingamabobs. They were the other two cosplay guests alongside Disfusional Studios. Myself, no. Adam, I have to say, I was a little mischievous. Again, it's like a 2-for-1 special is how I've been. I'd be like, yeah, I can cosplay coordinate, but I can also be, one of your guests because I've got the accolades to go along with it. But it did take me a moment upon registration and logging in. I'm like, hello, I'm Ashley. I'm your new cosplay coordinator, but I'm also Disfusional Studios, your cosplay guest. And like that, they're like, oh, yeah. They got up to Ashley in the coordinator spot, but then when I explained to them that, like, I want to be a master of disguise, and then my alter alias, they were like, okay, hold on, break this down again. We don't get it. So I kept up. I rolled with it then. So for opening ceremonies, I, Ashley, as cosplay coordinator, thanked Katie's Thingamabob, Spindrift Cosplay, and Disfusional Studios for their assistance with the cosplay contest. Because again, like, two separate. They wanted Ashley to coordinate, and they wanted Disfusional Studios to be a guest. Two different entities. Two different. Ashley Kaltoff doesn't need the tax ID for write-offs, but Disfusional Studios, that bitch does. You're as old as I am. Please tell me you weren't getting your boobies from Reddit. No. No, but when you check like cosplay girls or the cosplay, because I've got friends, speaking of friends, Thousand Face Cosplay, Laura, she is a lot of times doing workouts and just looking fabulous on the top of cosplay girls. I like to see my friends and see them float across the, the cosplay Reddit boards, but yeah, I was just reading what Reddit was getting rid of, and they're like, no, not safe for work. And I was like, oh, I guess every party needs a pooper. That's why we got you. Reddit was like, oh man, Twitter has just been doing so great these last couple months. How can we top them? That's what happened there, obviously, right? That's the only. Yeah, well, and if you check out the the boards right now, a lot of them are closing down or going quote unquote dark, as I was reading, in protest until the end of the month. But like, interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. All right, so we're folding up. We are doing a horrible job. Okay, you know what? If one of you know how to fold up a fitted sheet better than this, let me know. How do you do it? I know you're supposed to find like the fake pseudo corners, but like it didn't work. And then I'll just... No, it's not going to do anything. It's just going to be an inconvenience for some people who like to death scroll Reddit. So, what I'm thinking happened, if I could just asininely speculate, I'm going to guess that a lot of employees at Reddit got caught looking at nudie photos. Or at least. And I'm loving that the camera reset at that face, too. Thank you, Canon. But, like, that's what I'm going with. That's the story I'm sticking to. And I'm going to guess that they hired somebody who wasn't as literate in coding for their IT, and they could not put up a firewall to stop that one from happening in the office place. And this is where we're at now. How do you tell your Reddit employees to stop scrolling Reddit during work? Gotta pull all the not safe for work images out. Too funny. Again, my asinine speculation. Completely and totally wrong. But maybe not. Too funny, too funny, too funny. Let's hang some things up. I wore this briefly. The cloak does not need to be washed. The pants and t-shirt will. When I went to go put the Attack on Titan cloak on, I had a moment. There is a button here, and I actually went to go like, I can't take the button. There's no buttonhole. And I was like, baby just put a snap in there and like did a really bad job sewing on the snap. Well, that's what you first cloak. But sadly, I imagine it was pressure from high. Yeah. Just, I don't want my Taco Bell ad showing up next to some girl just blasting her vagina. Gosh. Advertisers, what's happening? Good morning, Dr. Evil. We were just talking about how Reddit is changing their everything on us. Alrighty then, as I clean up, I've made such a big mess. I've got totes everywhere. I got a bucket. I got scissors. Oh, this is... No, we're going to keep that bucket, but the scissors can go inside. I got a stapler. I don't know where the stapler goes, though. I know, like, there's not a place for staplers in this, this office. Step 1, to destroy your brand. Trying to gouge money, right? Well, and how Twitter, too, a lot's happened since the last time we had a legit stream with Twitter, or not Twitter, but with Twitch trying to put out that third party, making sure your logo is only 3% of whatchamaface, this, that, and the other. Like, goodness gracious. Like, you're just trying to make it harder on us. You're like, what good is this doing? Reddit, learning the definition of redundant. Says Siri, not right for us. You can write a Reddit-style web app in 2 to 4 days, I think. Not groundbreaking. No, but the fact that so many people actually venture Reddit or have subreddits. And I honestly didn't think that Reddit was as popular as it turned out to be. Is the music too loud for you guys? Please let me know, because my monitor is giving me some weird peaks. Just the users' numbers? Copy. You've never used it. I'm bad at Reddit. Sneemia said that I needed Reddit for promoing, so I do have a Reddit page. My stuff, for obvious reasons, just doesn't hit as loud on Reddit as it does on regular social media platforms. So I pick and choose. Some things seem, more Reddit-like, and others are meh. The endification of the internet continues. Slowly, piece by piece. We should have taken a hint when we saw MySpace go under. We should have known. We didn't know. Let me see here. I've got tabards, and then this is the painting. I need to update this painting. Did I take it with me? No, I took the book that somebody broke. Okay. Just thinking of the future conventions we're going to, what I can bring. And if I can, I really would like to bring that to the next convention. The Warframe painting. I like it a lot. That I do. All right, and we'll put these in there. The bookmarks went over really well. They did. I'm so pleased. We even ended up providing JFAX with a discount for a bookmark so that they could give one away for their closing ceremonies. So I thought that was fun as well. It's nice to have something in the anime fandom that I can assist with in that regard. So yeah, we did Chainsaw Man. All right, so I'm just folding up crap and tucking it off to the side. What is in this one? Is this just... That's garbage. Has it been aired out? Yes, it has. Okay. So I left you open. Wonderful. That tote is good. So 2 totes down. The third tote I don't want to talk about. Okay, so the third tote has a head in it. How about the backpack? The backpack should already be empty. Nope, okay. The backpack has fake boobs in it. All right. Now the backpack is empty. Oh, no, it's got hair clips in it. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I think I'm good now. Which also means I think I'm missing 1 hair clip. Ebooks when? Ebooks. Oh, ebooks when? Just feel like, man, can't stop, won't stop. So you guys, don't forget to Wednesday, I'm going to be giving away a TennoCon 2023 digital pack during stream to 1 lucky Tenno on the platform of their choosing. Just have to be present in chat. I made a post and threw it up everywhere. Literally everywhere. Hey, look it. Okay, so remember last year I told you guys we got those images from the party table? Here are last year's party table images from JFAX. I have a sick obsession with Abra. July, welcome on in. Good morning, Raptor. And then because they do funnies if you pay them, I got Mega Alakazam with a doobie. So those are my prized possessions so far from the party table. We've got more. We all know Dis loves cadaver napkins because they always have spoons for snacks and cereal. I love me some snacks. I love food. All right, let's put this head away. And I've got to put, okay. Okay. Sometimes I don't like putting things away appropriately because it takes extra time to move things that are in the way out of the way so that I can get to things to put them correctly. Like, and I just don't want to. I gotta put these shoes away because obviously I pulled them out and didn't wear them. And then there's a whole entire bag on the floor as well that's got Shadow Say Najima, which we agreed we should keep because she's half naked, but like we don't know when we're gonna wear her next. I just. I'm excited for TennoCon, but I'm not gonna lie. TennoCon happening in August. It's my busy. It's just feel busy. All right, and these shoes go there. Okay, so I gotta move this, to move that, then to move this, which we will be painting. My goal for this year is to paint this. Paint that. It's massive. I gotta paint it. Gots to paint it. Hey, Wacko Pants. How's it going? Jamalian, how you doing? See, yeah, Shadow Say, she's in here. Spikes and dress. Here's her dress. This is it. This is all there is for her dress. You can see through her dress. That's the intent. Oh, that goes down and around the crotch of the dress. I built it in. It's just, you know? I built the dress on a bodysuit because it's so awkward. There's a bodysuit on the inside of it here. She snaps at the crotch. So we were going to do a landscape. Initially, I wanted to paint it. I don't know. Chat, did you guys know that I really like Titania? Like, I really, really, really like Titania. And I know that you guys, this is the first time you've heard this, and it's completely new news to you. However, when you have to go, and again, this also stems from my love-hate relationship with trying to acquire a mod. But there are these, and again, you guys may have never have seen one of them in mission on Earth. Little towers, you know, that little, anoint them, you know. No, I actually am thinking of doing one of the hidden lotus rooms on Earth. I think that would be fun. I've been playing around with, in like capture mode, because I do have that capture image, different. I want to go from the outside perimeter tree line where like one of the big trees on the side is like in the foreground, and then the shrine to anoint would be in the background with the light hitting it. I want it though to be, and this is where like I'm going to challenge myself too, is I want it to be almost gray, grayscale on the outside, a lack there of saturation, and then slowly graded in toward the center where the shrine is to just a saturated, bright color depiction. That's my idea. Pardon me. And then I could put razor wings just ever so slightly as like gnats, but the razor wings, you know, in the distance. You only need a little bit of postcard canvas. No, but I want to paint, you know, the shrine area that you get to go to. Ugh. Those sneezes rock my world. I'm putting some shoes away, trying to find place for them. Come on, shoes. Let's pack you up in here. These are my Violet Evergarden shoes. I do have to say sorry. I saw a Violet Evergarden cosplayer at JFX, and I was just so overjoyed to see a Violet Evergarden cosplayer. I feel that my joy may have frightened her a little bit, because I let her know that I had a keychain that I wanted to give to the next Violet Evergarden cosplayer that I saw in person. It's just a keychain that I myself, I'm like, oh, this is cute, but I don't need it. And I was like, hey, it's got Violet Evergarden on it. We'll give it to a cosplayer. And I told her about it. But her mom then, you know, being the wonderful mom that moms are, made like, oh my goodness, this is her first time cosplaying and her first convention ever. And you could see that like my excitement with mom's excitement did not blend well together because we came at each other so hyped. Mom and I, like we were at the same sporting event, but the child was not as so I'm sorry. I truly was just really excited to see your wonderful Violet Evergarden cosplay and give you a little token because I think she's fantastic. I have a typewriter and I cosplay Violet Evergarden myself. So I'm sorry that I frightened you. I hope you continue to cosplay and had a wonderful weekend at JFX. That did happen. Or do life-size 8 by 8.5 by 11. No, this is, what, like 4 feet by 3? 4 by 3? I don't know. I'll get a ruler. We'll measure it later. I've got pants here. We're still unpacking. All right. We are really unpacking. Okay, so here's the wig. Here's the dress. Here's the wig cap. And then what do we have here? This is what needs to be washed. This is the pants and shirt that I wore on Saturday. The wig for Sunday. Oh. No, this is Saturday's wig. This was Friday's wig. Makima. And then what do we have here? Okay, this is for the outfit. This is Makima's outfit that needs to be washed. Yeah, so we'll wash this outfit. I'll put the tie back in here. I didn't dribble or drool on the tie, so we should be good. This here is my Huntress cosplay that's off to the side. I have not brought it downstairs because I keep telling myself, don't put it downstairs, you're gonna need it. We obviously did not bring it with us this past weekend. We might bring it with us next week or in 2 weekends, but I don't know. I don't know yet. Still finalizing shenanigans. Covering that over there. That's fine. This is another tote emptied then. Okay, and I think that's the last of the totes that need to be emptied. Now we just need to clean up. This can get hand washed. Tie. Where is the bag for the wig? Where did I put that? Tatsumaki's wig bag. I have no clue. Huh. Interesting. Could it be downstairs? No. We went through all of that. How did I lose a wig bag, chat? How do you go through life and lose a wig bag? I took the wig bag off. Did I fold it in half and put it in? Well, I guess it's happened. It's fine. Just gotta get a different bag for you. Or like one of those little boxes to keep you in. Did I possibly put it in with our props that we brought? Nope. I brought a couple of different props. We brought the Jujutsu Kaisen voodoo doll and hammer as well as the blood mask that Toga drinks through, and a bloody, like, fake prop knife. So for Toga, for My Hero Academia. All right, so let's put these wigs away in the side here. Where do wigs go? What's this? What's this? What's this? Oh, hey. What is this? Oh, there's seashells. Why do I have a bag full of seashells? What's going on here? Ugh. Oh, I'm just finding things at this point. Ugh. Come on. There's this. We're going to pull out these two colors here. So go with that over there. This as well. All right. That's fine there. We'll push that in. Oopsies, I forgot to put our needles away. I did go through. I had a heck of a job organizing things. Oh, here's the dress. Here's Tatsumaki's dress. Now, what I did not do, because I didn't want to poke myself, is I did not fish through the wire that they say to. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, is this open? Oh, they do have openings for it. I was wondering how they had the openings going for them, too. But you're supposed to fish wire through it. That way it can look like they're little tentacles. My daughter got an industrial piercing on Friday, and both holes are still randomly bleeding. How long did your piercing take? So what's happening here is you'll notice with my industrial piercing, you're going to want to wear your hair up in a ponytail quite a bit. Your hair and all the grease and the grime is only going to infect and again, this is just for myself because I'm a gross child. It is going to take longer to heal. So like some of my cartilage piercings, like this one here, took 3 years to heal. My industrial, you're going to take like 3 months to heal. Because it is 2 holes on your cartilage. It could take up to 3 months to heal. Now, it shouldn't take 3 months to bleed. Oh yeah, because it doesn't come out the backside. So it had to heal all through the inside cartilage chunk. And because it's curved, yeah, it took 3 years to fully heal, to be able to like take it out and know that it like wasn't going to like push it back in and push dead skin cells or pus out. I mean, it's a human body. You're trying to like have your skin and cartilage heal over holes, that you throw in them. The easiest piercing I got was this one here is my conch. And it goes through the inside of your ear and comes just straight back out the other side. So what I would do is they gave me I got it done when I got my industrial done the year before my belly buttons. I think it was 14. My mom was like, you know what? I will take you to get this because you're the type of shiesty child that would go out and do it on your own. And we used rubbing alcohol because I was still playing softball. Rubbing alcohol is what I would use. And I would have to push it through, clean your hands, and just make sure. The new piercing sign says not to move it. Oh, I moved it back and forth to break the crust and to twist it, making sure that I was getting, because again, so much oil builds up around my ear holes when I was getting this one healed. Same thing with this one here when I was in college, because I pierced this one myself. See, that's why my mother knew very well what child she was raising. She's like, no, we've got to, you're a piece of shit. I know exactly what you're going to do. Let's go get somebody who knows what they're doing to do it. It's going to take some time. As long as it's not, as long as she's not getting a weird, like, bump, that means that there's no infection. And then that there is no, like, excess, like, fluid that's being built up. And even if there does become to be, like, a dead skin cell ring around it, leave the dead skin cell ring, and then that will end up, like, just like a scab flaking off later. Because depending on how the piercing parlor did it, whether or not they just used a needle to punch through, or if they used a punch needle that punches a hole through your ear as well. There are 2 different ways that this could have been done. And I've had it where it's just a needle that gets pushed through, a gauged needle. And if that happens, what that does is it rolls, your skin away, and there's still skin there. They haven't punched it through. The punch hole, but like, then some of them have the little cutout for different gauges to go through. I am not the best person to ask for this, but in my opinion and experience with being the person to acquire the holes in their body. No bumps, no redness, just random bleeding. I would just keep an eye on it. Again, in my opinion and with my own piercings, I try to keep my hair braided and up and off of it as best as possible, because one, that's going to stop the hair from like wrapping around, little oils. But yeah, if you have any real questions too, I know piercing parlors, typically, I called mine a bunch. My mother called the piercing parlor a bunch when she got her belly button pierced. And they were completely okay sitting on the phone with her for like 5+ minutes asking questions about her belly button ring. Let's start a Stream Raiders battle, my friends. After the crust falls off, you can wedge it around. You get aloe lotion and you wipe it down. Oh, I've never done the aloe lotion trick. I have, there was, I think for one of my ear piercings, I saw like the first starting signs of like, okay, we got a little bit more than just like a redness going on. And I did like a couple days of the peroxide, little bubbles. And let me tell you, to hear the little bubbles like popping by your ears is so much, it's a different experience. All right, friends, we are going to dive into the new event, Primordial Lands. And we'll just head toward the gold. I don't see any token chests, so let's just beeline through this. Checking out our quests. Support units. Place units. Hold on, really? Support units, place units? What was, and just earn gold. Hold up then. We'll start off strong. All right, Raiders, join me in battle. Exclamation point battle in chat to put the link to our Stream Raiders game. I'm cleaning. I'm picking up. We'll start sewing. A better baby ear water douche. And use this for water to help clean and some. It sounds like that guy on Twitch is very familiar with what we're talking about. Hey, Yifgert, yo, how was the trip home? The trip home. It's funny you ask about the trip home. The trip home, I don't remember. I tried my damnedest, but just like the infant, I got a photo to show you guys tomorrow. I held a baby. And again, I told people it only happens every decade. How do I know? Because my niece just turned 10, and I held her as a baby. I hold a baby every decade. I am good for the next 10 years now. But no, the way home, I could not keep my eyes open. I was doing like the epic, like, where like you hit your head so that your glasses, like I could have concussed myself or given myself whiplash with like head like drops that I was doing on the way home. I was like, I'm trying to fight it, Sneemius. I can't stay awake. He's like, why don't you just take a nap then? And I was like, no, I'll be fine. Oh, man. I do want to wash Tatsumaki. I want to do a hand wash of Tatsumaki. So we're going to put this in the mix, too. I'm not sleepy, she says, behind closed eyelids. That's Makima. Let's get Tatsumaki's bag out. Are we sure? Because I guess, I think this then, no. Well, I'm just going to put it in there for now. Swoop. We'll worry about it later. And I could have gone one size smaller in the tights, too. Hindsight. Now we know. put some wigs away. I am not going to be taking Makima to the next convention with me. I actually do not project Makima coming out at all again this year, as of right now. She's done for the year. We'll bring her back out when the next chainsaw season starts. But, ow, elbow. Makima, what is this wig for? What did we get this wig for? Morgan from Darkstalkers. Ah, okay. I believe it. I was like, when did I wear this pretty of a teal wig? For a pretty outfit. I gotcha. That makes sense. I'll put those away. Blah. That is Silver Scream Comic-Con stuff. Swoop, bloop, bloop. Let's put this here then. These shoes go there. All right. I got an empty plastic bag. Oh, this is the plastic bag that I purchased my merch in. My merch is off to the side here. I brought it. I'm going to show you guys my merch. I'm excited. Sanemius even told me I could put the merch together without them. And that's exciting. Put the merch together without them. But at the same time, I feel bad. Like, are you sure? Are you sure? So let's put these totes away. One tote, I'll put the backpack inside of. And then these two, I'm going to just put them off to the side. Ooh, try not to bump the camera. I've got you guys in a different location. Trying to give you guys a little bit wider of a view with my old school cam. Ooh. Yeah. Sound effects. It makes everything easier. Okay. I've got the fabric, so I think we can close the crate. Closing the crate, she says. Crate's being closed. Watch all hands and arms as the crate closes. We're putting the stand on top. Oh. And then we are going to put the wash me pile down there somewhere. Wash me. Do I even know, though, where the tin... Wow, where did I put things? There should be a large pan. Do you guys see a massive silver pan anywhere? No, because I don't even remember. Did I put it? Oh! I think I left some fabric unwashed downstairs, half dyed, in a pan. I wanted to see if I could get like a tie-dye effect going on with some cotton, but I forgot about it. It's downstairs. Time to get started. Get ready for my interview. Wish me luck. Raptor, we wish you the best of luck on your interview. We'll keep our fingers crossed that they're entertaining. Because, like sometimes interviewers are just boring. No, good luck, my friend. You are going to do great. I have a feeling. Ooh. So I was just trying to fix my camera. I have a feeling that I am on a diagonal. You got this. And then we'll hear all the cool news tomorrow. Yeah. I've got you guys extended probably a little further than the very cheap stand should go. Really, I should... I'm feeling like I should change where you guys are at right now. Yeah, let's do that. Let's fix that. And then we will go into what I've been working on. Because these here go with the other guys over here. All right, those will go downstairs. But okay, I need to move the camera. I am going to change. As of right now, I have you guys on a very cheap. All right, we're gonna camera stand. And I was going to do this before stream, but, you know, time got away from me. Our overhead camera is on a nicer beam than... Here's the overhead camera. She's there. On a nicer beam than the DSLR. But I really like the position of the DSLR today. So here's the arm that I'm going to put the DSLR on instead. Yeah, let's just actually, we're just going to bring this here. I don't know if the cheap arm, though, will be able to support all of y'all over the table. So we might just need to get a new one, which is fine. But how it looks right now is a little effed up. So I'm going to take a picture of this so that I can put it up later to show you guys in the Discord. Not safe. That way you guys can be like, what the heck? It's not safe. Pardon. Something happened. Put stuff back in truck. Come back to truck. Put stuff back in truck. Do dinner. Come back to truck. What? I'm confused, Sneemius. I just got a message from you that says, put stuff back in truck. Do dinner. Come back to truck. I need help. I didn't get that. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna... All right. Oh, now you guys are on... Oh, no. Am I not going to be able to... I need pliers. Oh, shoot. You guys are stuck. You guys are so stuck. You're so screwed right now. All right, there we go. I had to loosen you guys up, but inadvertently you saw more of the studio than you probably should have. Loosen, loosen, loosen. And then, of course, I've got you guys safety Velcroed so like, if you were to have fallen, I mean, you would have still hit the floor. But it would have been like a haphazard, almost bumper cars version of it. So let's put you down on the table for right now. And then we're going to move this arm. And I'm going to show you what I've had you guys on. So this is the outstretched arm that I had you guys on. Yeah, it's rinky dinky. Let's get the sturdy boy back for you. And we'll get you back into business. Back in business. We'll put this here. And we'll tighten it up. No one wants to fall off. All the way over to the side. Should be good. I think it's Vajim. I don't know how you say this name. Vajim is what I'm going with. And let's see here. We're going to get you guys up on the arm. Oh, so this one does have a little bit different. So I'm going to have to, okay. I've got to figure out what I can twist and what I can't twist on this. I'm just freaking messing with everything over here. Don't mind me. We're going to rotate this around. And then this should go up. And yeah, okay, so then you guys will go up here. So we'll tighten this then so you don't fall off. And we'll get your area ready to go. Here we go. You guys are going up. Yeah, it's like a roller coaster ride. Here we go. Click, 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 click. I'm going to put you guys on this stand here. I'll loosen that and then I'll just rotate this ball. Oh. All right. Yeah, now it's got a little rubber. Okay. Still not perfect. Give me a moment. I might need to put you on a different tier. Yeah. So let's come off of this tier here. She's not safe. Just throwing things. And then, because you guys should be able to rotate this. Sorry, I'm just safety cranking you guys on. And then this should be able to rotate. But see how we are kind of hanging. Okay, so that's something I gotta fix. And I threw this. Let me settle you guys back up. Whoops, almost dropped you. That would have been bad. Exceptionally bad. All right, shoot, I've got to put you guys down again. I'm sorry about all this. Let me put you down and let's try this again. So what, this is going to go on the inside then. And I am going to tighten and wrap this all the way around the post as best as possible. Bring you guys carefully back up to it. Clamp the boss on. Oh, come on. I gotta use my shoulder to support you guys for a second. So it needs to go up higher. I should have put a washer on there, but this handle doesn't come off. To tighten the camera, because it is heavier on there, I needed to add material. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys too that I in my dinner last night found aluminum shavings. That was exciting. I might not be able to use you like this then. Blast! I'll have to just use the stick then. Blast! All right, there's plan B though. I figured that the arm might be a little too weak for how swole you guys are on the big camera. So I got plan B. Hold on. And I just need to make sure I don't tangle up the battery camera. How's my ceiling? All right, I'm just lowering that so that the tightening. All right. Whew. Let me take this off now. I will have to move you guys. 'Tis fine. Moving to the center now, since we're not having the secondary limb. To the middle we go. This'll be... Oh, but then you guys won't be able to be stuck out as far as I had you. Lol. I wonder if I just bring the whole table out then. Let's see how this goes. Okay. So, like, this is the rinky-dinky arm that I had. Like, this is what I was using, and, yeah. This was the first arm that I ever got to support this camera, and it works great with the tinier camera. But I had it, like, swung out past, things today, and it was a little... So I wanted to replace the arm. I had this arm stuck out when I was bringing it kept lowering and putting you guys kind of on a tilt. So I was just switching things. It does kind of look like a little lamb. No, it was my first when we were back at in Detroit too. This is the arm I used for our streaming from the beginning. It would go over sometimes my computer. I would set it here. It does look like a lamp. Now all I can think about is the brave little toaster. That's all I can think about right now. And it had like a little clamp down here, and this guy up here, and like, but hurt as fuck. But I'm still here. Also, would not do that again. What? That gap makes me worry if you don't get a 1-to-1 ratio on insulation. Oh, it's no. They're not real gaps. Not real gaps. It's just aesthetics. There is other stuff up there, and I'm renting, so don't even worry too much. If I got an issue, I call the landlord. Is it an evil lamp? No. Hey, Justin, how's it going? I don't know if it would have been steel. Like, it was a nice, like, 1/8 of an inch thick pencil shaving type style. Like, in width. Like, it was weird. Hey, Stardust Rebel. Oh, well, and I'm just eating my chicken yakisoba, and I'm like, I think I just found metal in my meal. And then Stevie goes, oh, I'm so sorry. I go, I'm going to keep eating, though. I was so hungry. All right, and now I'm going to take this and try to put the other arm on it. Back to the beginning. This camera arm's like, no, I thought we'd upgraded. Why are we back to this? I wonder. Does this have a... No, I wouldn't. But I could get a second one of these and bring it downstairs for the camera arm. One second. I'm just attaching some things to here. And where did I put... I gotta re-hook up your guys' cable, because cable keeping. It's all the rage. Everyone's doing it. Everyone's cable keeping. I want to do it too. All right. That way the cable's coming from my camera. If something catches on them, or like if I accidentally boop them with my foot, we're going to still be good to go. Good to go, I say. And then with this arm here, so I'm, So with this arm here then, our camera view. Wonder how I did this. Oh, probably something like that then. It's like, I wonder how I originally did this. Because I do want to be careful. She's an old camera. She's been around for a while. And then I can also move it out of the way, I guess. Well, could be worse. All right, and we'll just loosely try this cable keeper around there. Haha. Okay. I got you guys on a sturdy mount now. I know, didn't seem like a grave necessity to you guys, but it was for me. Aluminum is non-ferrous, so it wouldn't even fly to a magnet. The iron from the can be sifted, but not aluminum shavings. Yeah, it was in the noodles. I found it in the noodles. But with our new camera angle, I can have you guys a little higher up too and tilt it down so we can get some more aerial shots. So you can see the background floor now. So this is a little different. I wish you guys are further back, but meh, couldn't make it happen without there being like some tilting. Oh, I wonder if I put a different arm on you guys. I will do that in my own time. But if I use a different camera mount, the hot shoot for it. And then I could, if you guys were, I could just push you back the other way. That might happen. You guys still may change for the next time you come upstairs. Which, oh, it's not going to be this Wednesday because we're going to be doing our Warframe giveaway stream. Alrighty then. Just... Yevgard, that's hilarious. I was talking... Again, dirty terms came up too. We were doing something cosplay related, and I was helping some cosplayers do something, and I said something. I was like, "But I don't mean it like that." I go, "Man, cosplay and sewing terms are dirty," and like their parents started giggling in the corner. It's like, it's just dirty. I'm sorry. Didn't mean it that way, but we had a good time. Give me 5 minutes. We've been streaming for about an hour. We cleaned up everything. I can walk. I did find my shoe. Like, see, it was in sport mode and I still lost it. Where's my foot? But that was the goal. I lost it by the feathers over there. So I found my shoe. I still ate it though. I was hungry. The Lego Avengers were losing. And it was only Lego Captain America. The random thought hit me, like nerd lore wise. If Lego Avengers were losing, and it was only Captain America, if he were Avengers Assemble, he would revive the fallen Avengers? No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't. He would be back with sheer crickets and a tumbleweed rolling across him like an old-timey Western film, and he'd be like, ha. Well, dead is just disassembled. Ah! In Lego standards. Okay. I forgot the Lego. I forgot Lego. I went more MC Universe. The digital treats are coming up on Wednesday. Yes. There is a, we can do it here. You can type !TennoCon in chat to find the news. Also, there is a photo in the channel panels down below that says that we're going to be giving away a digital TennoCon 2023 pack on Wednesday. Yes. It's happening. I know, Stardust, though, that I have streams starting at 10. I might start stream an hour early. We won't do the giveaway in that hour, that first hour. So, like, I'll make sure that we do, the giveaway after I say, but I think I'm going to try to start Tuesday streams at 9 a.m. Then I'm going to see if we can do Thursday evening streams. As of right now, the Discord schedule is still loading. I realized this morning when I woke up, I was like, I forgot to post. But then I checked Warframe and I was like, they haven't posted yet either since it. So I will put the rest of our schedule and our giveaways for the week. But tomorrow stream 9 a.m., Wednesday streams 9 a.m., and then Thursday stream. I want to try to see if I can do and get in the swing of a 6 p.m. Go like 6 to 10 or something like that. We'll see. I don't take it as but we'll see. We'll see if we can make that happen. The morning streams are just so much easier for me because I'm awake. The later we get, the sleepier we get. My brain has just been thinking and 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 like sometimes I'm just mentally done. And it's like I don't want that to be what you guys experience as a brain dead disc. I was throwing out random ideas on the dev stream. 3 of them caught the crew's eyes. Woo! Nice. I got some crusty elastic and Velcro over here. Dyed my elastic. It is a little darker, but that's fine. Still gonna work for what we need. Oh my gosh. All right, I do need to give a rinse to all of these as well. So I will put these in the tub. You remember that pan, that pot at the beginning of stream that I said, I didn't even wash this all the way. I didn't. It looks like I meant to leave it unwashed. That way we could put our elastic. I had 3 different types of elastic. The aged elastic, like the older stuff, definitely dyed darker than the 2 other brands that I had. So this just fun little to do. We'll be able to make everything work. It's all better than when it was originally white. What did not take color so well was the zipper. I couldn't find a teal zipper, but it's like, this is what didn't take, so I'm going to have to fabric paint some areas of this. It's got a little bit of hue to it. Maybe I could, dye it again a little later, but, okay, so put this in the pot, and we'll wash the pot and rinse the elastic, because I don't think I did that. I think in the haste of everything, I just threw it all up on here. Yeah, because look, there's this too. Oh, okay, we'll leave the fabric there. Bah humbug. I pulled the white and beige shoelaces. I'm not sure which one we want to use for our back pieces. I'm just cleaning up the last of what's on the table. I need to make sure that my tabletop is clean before I bring my merch out to show you. Yeah, that's how serious we are. We need to make sure that no gross stuff can get on our merch. And yes, that does mean that I am going to take a paper towel and wipe off my work area, because I'm a gross kid. All right, let's see here. Keyboard up. Yeah, let me get a wet wipe. Disinfectant wipe. We didn't disinfect the it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I last disinfected. How do I know? Because we've got random dye here. It's been a minute since we've been doing gross stuff. Oh, that's a little bit of food. Ate some Cheetos this weekend. Oh. Met a bunch of Tenno this weekend. We'll do a giveaway of platinum tomorrow too from convention weekend. If you see my booth, if you see a Disfusional Studios booth at a convention, you know I will be doing a Warframe Platinum giveaway. Unless there is something with the convention, contract-wise, stipulation-wise, where they say no giveaways are allowed at booth. Some conventions are that way. We don't rock the boat. I don't know, Stardust. I'm hoping no. Like, I'm hoping it's not a standard regulation, like a spice. I was hoping for a little bit of, I like it when you stir in an egg, just maybe not so stir in some aluminum, but I'm not the chef. Battle is ready. Let's head on over when my table is drying. Haha. Okay, it is still on. Back. I had to go deal with some boring shit. Did I miss anything good? I cleaned up. I put you guys on a different camera mount. I'm about to take a break, and when we come back from break, because I'm going to rewash my hands, I'm going to pull out the merch that we got. We're going to open up our merch. Like a spice, she says. Yeah, a little ground ginger. Aluminum shavings. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. How I must have been making the dish. Like, list of things to cook later. So, Des, what's the secret with Warframe? What do you mean, what's the secret with Warframe? What secret? What secret do you want to know? Clavero update? Oh. So, I can't share secrets. I'm keeping secrets from you guys. I am. And they're not even DE secrets. They're just disfusional secrets. I got secrets. Secrets. I got some secrets. 4 kills, 16 assists gift card. There you go. But one of those secrets is just me trying to be sneaky for you guys as a little present for TennoCon. Some secrets are guest appearances that I can't tell you about until said convention makes their announcement first. Just can't. Some are NDA contracts. I gotta keep those ones a secret. Those ones are really hard secrets because they're like, oh, I hope I don't show you that corner of the room that I've piled everything up in. Hope it doesn't come crashing down. Because like with one of our projects, I was like, I could not have even shown you guys the color palette because you guys would be like, oh, hey, are you making a blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. I am going to place a unit we don't often place on the field. Let's go with this little guy. Run, little bomber, run. Place 5 units. We'll place some battle plans as well. I feel like it's the same exact map. All right, Raiders, exclamation point battle to pull up the link to our Stream Raiders game. It was kind of funny, too, because some weren't catching on. Catching on to what? Hold on, I missed something. Boop, 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 doop, doop. She helped snitch the incarnates when I was snooping, but she said it indirectly. I read the page. It's not my fault that you got... the page was live for everyone to read. And I also take notes during the dev streams like a crazed lunatic child that's going to be quizzed 2 days later. And so yeah. I know we challenged him in an arena for 2 weeks after his launch for easy grinding. Yep. Well, we know exactly what they mentioned in the dev stream that they're working on. That's as much as I know as well about that update. I am not holding secrets out on you on that update. I cannot recall the last time I sat in on Stream Raiders session. Ooh. Well, we're doing other things besides Stream Raiders. And we do Stream Raiders every stream, so technically. Freaking metal shavings. I welded up a frame the other day, and like my wheels were all good, but not necessarily pretty. Plus, splits everywhere. So I was grinding down a few bits of Dremel and realized I'd put the super fine die bit on it, and I was covered in microscopic steel needle. Oh gosh. Ow. Little like tiny freaking burrs all over the place. Gyro needs a nerf. Doing circuit. I have only 6 mods, 1 ranked arcane, and I'm doing 54% of the damage. I just don't think I played Gyro correctly then. Because I've got like 6 Forma in her, and I'm still like, yeah, no, my build's great. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, it sucks. Adam's got the crystal dust. It's not even the fun dust. It's not even the good sprinkles. You can't even put those sprinkles on top of a bowl, Adam. Just pins and needles. And itchy, right? Even worse than the extra fine hairs shaved from your head after a day at the barber. Well, if you do want more metal in your life, you can swallow Colette. Oh, but they'll tint your skin, shorten your life. If you want to cosplay Rhino, though, that's a great direction to travel. Don't do it. Don't do it. I still need to go and farm some resources in Duviri tomorrow. So maybe we'll start with some open world farming and then drop into circuit. Yeah. Gyre squishy. I had to do Helmand's Gloom to use success. I do have Gloom on my Gyre as well. All right. Give me 5. Let me go downstairs, get a snack, come on back. I will have washed my hands. We'll bring the goods out. We'll continue sharing stories. I ate some really good food this weekend. They also had the Asian Pacific Festival going on across the street, but more on that when we return. If you have not already dropped that follow for me here on Twitch, please consider doing so. You can also check out more of what I do outside of stream on my website. More information regarding guest appearances and links in the channel panels down below. Give me 5. We'll come back. We've got more JFAQs and merch to bring your guys' way. I bought some things. I bought a waifu doll. I'll be RB. I also forgot that the secondary camera was our Be Right Back screen. Well, now I know. But also, why is this so stupid? Okay, there we go. It's like, why are you not even connecting to the table? The challenge is real. I wonder. No, I think this is probably going to be the best bet. There we go. Okay. Now I'll be right back after that. Woo! All right, I am back. Whether you wanted me here or not, I'm back. Ooh, we do have this little arm coming up. Let's see if I can clean it up a little bit. One moment. I want to see if we can put that tag on top and it not be an issue. Cool. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for that. Welcome back. We are listening to just popular anime intros. I did not get... It was a whole entire Japanese cultural... Like, there was so much Japanese cultural history that you could learn, experience, enjoy, from sumo wrestling to like legit swordsmen to learning about historical Japanese women figures as well. Like, it was just a really jammed-packed weekend of just cultural appreciation. And I did not get to see as much of it as I wanted to. I was working so hard, having so much fun in my own department with the cosplay guests and all of the cosplayers in attendance that I only got to hear how cool other panels and things were as we were running around, which is great then that I did get to hear that so much of it was fun. But bummer that I packed our own schedule so stinking full that we didn't get to have fun with it. So for the arm, to be able to put you guys back further, I took one of the hot shoe mounts that I have from downstairs, and I am just going to twist this on. And then the heft of the arm weighed down. Just keep on spinning. And so this then will be able to, I should be able to. There we go. Need a couple more twists. And then if we mount this one here, this could be my second. I can pivot it now on a graver angle. So I'm not going to make you guys have to endure, earthquake 2.0 for today. But I will fix that. Sounds fine to me. Darn, must be my headphones. Oh no. What about now? Can you guys hear me? Audio is always a thing for us that I second guess. I always second guess our audio. So, ooh, flower. Look, there's like a little flower off to the side. That's just too much joy. You need to go away. That's just, people are just seeing too much joy. You can hear me, Athlov? Wonderful. I believe you. You know what? Athlov wouldn't lie to me. For shits and giggles. I believe Athlov. No distortions for me. Wonderful, Wacko Pants. Sounds good. He says, oh. Distortion during the Overlord song. Copy. Any Overlord, I can turn the music down a little bit. I know Cowboy Bebop was there. If it's too loud, we can boop it down a bit. So, here are our badges. Let me see how bad this overhead cam is. Bear with me. Where's our placement in the world? Okay. No, we could so have done worse. All right. I mean, it's kind of not. Then again, maybe not. Cool. I can make do with this. Pardon. Here are our. What if I threw you guys off side? Nope, that wouldn't do what I want, and you guys would not reach the computer. Here are wonderful art and the GFX badges. I wonder if it says on the back who did the art, who the art's by. Yes! Badge designs and illustrated by Cynthia Lung. Art handle is https://lunardesigns76.card with 2 R's.co/. And then Synemius uses their Discord, or not their Discord name, sorry, their gaming handle, which is Tallulah on Warframe as well. So there's our badges. We got staff, because I was staff, and I go, yeah, I got one more. And they go, we're just going to make it staff. It's going to be so much easier, then we don't have to worry about it. Synemius helped handle lineup, and then they also emceed, going through all 70 plus cosplayers' names and infos, and then the 20 some cosplayers who did craftsmanship. They had a little couple sentence spiel when they took the stage. So thank you so much, Synemius, for all of your help. Also, huge thank you again to Katie's Thingamabobs and Spindrift Cosplay for being our guest this year. It was great. So we'll put these up here. Badges. Yeah. These are my paints. I will put you guys out of the way. We're going to go through. Which ones did I? Okay. So I showed you guys my party table items from last year. Oh, music was good? Is it too low now? Okay. All right. And I think we're good there then. Okay. I think that's good. I think that's back to where it was. I love supporting artists. I do. You want to know something that I also found out at JFAX this past weekend? That a lot of these staff volunteers are also former teachers or teachers of the sort. So, if you want to know what convention your kids are going to be completely staffed at, is one completely staffed by teachers. It was funny. Even the photographer, friend of mine who travels to the conventions to take pictures for young cosplayers, Forest Edge Photography, he's like, yeah, no, I run, the IT for a whole entire public school. Like, yeah, we're all ingrained in the public school, if not currently in the past. And as we do this, I know I found a way to turn off our autofocus without ruining everything. There. Oh! There, that should fix it then. Pardon me. So yeah, there is Forest Edge Photography. They are one of the many photographers. We had Forest Edge Photography there taking photos of the contestants walking across the stage. I know I'm going to miss a couple of them too, but I know that I saw Passion Image Photography, but I know that on Instagram it's Passion Image Cosplay. They also were in attendance taking pictures of all the cosplayers. And then Twisted Focus, which is one of the JFAX's staff photographers too. She was there with her staff taking photos of everything as well. So there are plenty of photos and photographers that were bouncing around not only from panel to panel, but from photo shoot to photo shoot, and some that were just doing little mini non-formal photo shoots off to the side with cosplayers. Just wait a couple weeks. Give them a couple weeks. Some good things are worth the wait, and you got to edit them. And just remember that all the staff are there too for volunteers, and we just want to have a good time and share in the love of anime. So just give them a little bit to get those photos out to you. They're not keeping them on you. They just want to make sure that they're presenting you with images that they are also proud of too. So back to the party tape, Hal. We were direct booze buddies in year past. However, this year we had the wonderful Katie's Thingamabobs in between us. It's fine. I still saw all the shenanigans and heard it, and then made sure I went around shopping and collected some of my own. So I picked up some really cool giveaways for you guys. And how did we get on the topic of teaching? Well, because party table, art teacher, you'll see here. All right, so we got some Pokemon. These are for you guys. We're going to be doing Discord giveaways. So we'll put this down here for a bunch of these. And I'm going to put them in little like packs. So it's not just going to be one. But look at how cool these crayon drawings are, Loudmer. Some of them I actually know who they are. A little sun kern, or what a sun kern. I think the sun kern evolves into that one. Oh, look at how cool they are. So party table was, again, doing it up, busy as fudge, doing their Pokemon drawings, and these are so cool. And then one of them this one is definitely for me. The little painterly. It's the active Pokemon that I walk around with in Pokemon Go. And I haven't decided if I'm going to throw this one up in the giveaway because look at how cool! The little Litany Evolution Pokemon form goes into the WWE wrestler kitty cat. I'm just saying. I loved these two. Again, this one's definitely mine. We'll see how things go on the day of giveaway. But ideally, we've got 4 and 4 to do little giveaway bundles on. I have all of their information in QR codes, and I will throw it up in the Discord as well. But like, they're just so cute. I found myself selecting 3 blue ones at the start, and I was like, oh my goodness, this could turn into like a thematic thing. And then there was just some Pokemon that I'm like, oh, I know that Pokemon. And then just some that I thought were really beautiful with the little gem and the reflection and the shadows. Like, I see your light source. Hey. So again, party table, and I'll put all of their information in the Discord when we do these giveaways. You can find their information on the JFAX website. But yeah, no. I had the pleasure of chit-chatting with them. They're wonderful people. Wonderful, good people. No, this is not all of my bounty. Was it Friday? So, load in for JFAX could happen Thursday evening or Friday morning. I did Friday morning because it's a little bit later of a start on Friday, and Grand Rapids is just over an hour and a half, on the freeway for us. So not too shabby, not too shabby. But Friday, sometime between Friday and Saturday, I had a business card left at my table. It said Frog Nebula, and I was like, oh, that's a cute little square business card, Oh, I like a good coupon code as much as the next. And then I did my walkthrough with you guys Sunday on Twitch. I'm gonna push these over here for a bit. I did my walkthrough with you guys, and as I was walking down and around, remember I said, oh, look there's that table that has a whole bunch of patches. I love embroidery and embroidered patches. And you guys were like, yeah, we like stickers and, I figured like small prints or, pins, embroidery stuff. So something small but still of quality to send to you guys. And it wasn't until I went back to that patch stand afterward that I looked down at the business cards and was like, I know those business cards very well. I go, somebody left your business card at my booth, so I am keeping one for myself because I did really like the merch that was there so much that I picked you guys up 2 little kitty cat embroideries for giveaway. We got a little lucky cat and a witch cat that we'll do giveaways for this year. It looks like an adhesive backing. I would still recommend, adding a little stitch here and there to make sure they don't pop off. But, too cute. And I asked if it was okay if I picked up one of the business cards to go along with each of them. And then I also make sure, too, that even with Party Table, I made sure to ask them upon me purchasing or prior to purchasing. That way there's no, returns that need to happen. Do you mind if I purchase your items and give them away to the community? I'll also provide, where they can buy more items if they like it, so to speak. So I think we got a pretty good giveaway haul, right? Wife got the Pokemon in the divorce. Oh, rarely asleep? Well, maybe you could start a hand-drawn Pokemon collection card here. Wow, that's a rarely asleep. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, oh, all right. Now for the item that I've strategically moved off the table and underneath it. I've got a waifu doll in my hands. Not just any waifu doll. I've got an albedo waifu doll. Okay, I do have exacto blades off to the side. So, Synemius and I are very selective with our figurine purchase. How do I mean very selective? I mean, I've only ever purchased 2 figurines. One is a Cardcaptor Sakura. Don't judge me. Is the Cardcaptor Sakura figurine where she is in that cute little pink dress with the little black cat ears and black tail and little bells. I have a lot of Cardcaptor Sakura manga, and that is my favorite outfit that her friend makes her. So I picked it up. We also have another figurine that I'm spacing out on right now. It's another cat girl. I want to say it's from Sword Art Online. Possibly. I think so. I think so. But we have a lot of Overlord as well. And if you were there for the live stream, I showed you which 2 we were in between. And never got Pokemon stuff. I have like the original Pokemon. A lot of these ones, like I know who this guy is just because of Pokemon Go, and then like the OG Pokemon. But yeah, there's still I only know like the 50 something. After we get to Mew and Mewtwo, I can't name them all. However, I official Katakawa, it's got the sticker on it and all that. We picked up an Overlord figure. What's this little goober on the back? That's not from me. That's definitely not from me. Okay. I got an albedo. So, I know you guys are expecting like really big boobies, but no, look it. Away. Well, actually, I'm going to put the 2 that I like off to the side so that I don't put them in your guys' giveaway pile. And then we'll put these giveaway items away. And then these will go up in the studio downstairs. Okay. Everybody's good now. It's a tiny one, right? Just like a little... We don't have like little items or whatnot on the bookcase. I'm like, kind of the motivation and incentive to work on this cosplay too, to have a little guy, little figurine. 151 for you. Whew. Battle's ready to go. All right, let's leave albedo for right there. We'll just drop down our stream raiders. She's so cute. Oh, my boobies. Sorry. Sometimes I just rest them on the table because I'm lazy. You call me out? She's a little cheap, but she's got these faces. So, Synemius told me I could open it up, but they also told me their preferred orientation of faces and hands. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to open it up and check this out. Oh no, I'm unstable. Life. All right, opening up. 10 gold going to Just Insane. Justin. I know my alphabet. Well, a cheapy Beto. Little did we know that this is exactly what I would look like if I cosplayed her. Itty bitty limb space. It was cool though. There were a bunch of people. So my back had been spiking, and I learned some new terms because it was shooting pain down like one butt cheek or the other butt cheek, and I had one of the cosplay guests to Spindrift is in the medical field, for adulting. And she was like, yeah, it sounds like this, and like was providing me with wisdom and insight. So I only stayed in Tatsumaki for up until like just before 2:00. So the last like hour and a half, 2 hours of convention, I was not in Tatsumaki, which was perfect because then it allowed me to tear down both my booth as well as cosplay ops. And everybody was taller than me. There was only one time I took my shoes off so that when they wanted to re-do a comic book pose of, when what's his nuts is when One Punch is pointing down to Tatsumaki or whatever. But like everybody seemed to really enjoy it, and it was a comfy wear, awkward to put on to take off, but like that's fine. I'm used to it. Comfy. Very comfy. I think I could have probably gotten smaller tights though. Yeah. Not as tall as I thought, because I kept like the crotch of them kept sliding down, and I was like, this is probably not what's supposed to happen. All right. Without further ado, my friends, let's bring you down. Come down to the box. Come down to the box. Why won't you? Oh, I did something up here. Don't worry, it was me, not you. All me. I need you guys to get closer so we can see up close. Haha. And I'll just, since I had to shift over something. Okay. Here we go. You'd think someone of small proportions, back issues would be rare. It hurts. So we're going to carefully cut it open. And so I'm cutting it open close to the back of the box. That way I can roll this front tab down and it won't stick out. And then I can just push that down right across the top. There is a process to opening up figurines. Now I don't see any of the sticky. The bottom face is the best. However, that's not the face that Sneemia said that they would like next to their books. So again, it does have the official Katakawa. We are number... Hold on, I got this. I just got to figure out my decimal place. 51,481,142. Yay, team. Under a bill. You're not doing your extremely dull work right now? Yes. You know what? Be a part of this unboxing moment. All right, careful. Don't want to do anything weird to the box. All right. What do we have here? What's it say? Something easel stand. Set of 3. A set of 3 easy to use and affordable easel shaped stands for your Nendoroids. This is my first Nendoroid too. Adjust the height to match your Nendoroid, so easy to display them standing up. Okay, just put them in the back. Got it. Got it. Haha. And we will pull the plastic out. Put the plastic off to the side. What do we have here at the bottom? Yay, pictures! I saw the text and was like, nope, can't read that. Pictures! Oh, there's the English version. Caution tiny pieces, ages 3 up, albedo. I like that they put the photos, though, twice. They could have just put the photos at the same time, because what? Yeah, they literally used A, B, C. They didn't use different numbers and different alphabets. Oh, that's cute. That's comically adorable. Okay. Comically adorable. We'll keep our directions out. I'm going to put the interior part of the box away. I guess I could have just pulled out the plastic part instead of the whole entire box, but where's the fun in that? Then I wouldn't have the painstakingly process of putting this whole thing back in here. Yay, team. Not a pain in the dick at all. Okay. Okay, so it's in the bottom here. Let's just... Is there tape? Yes. Nope. Nope, no tape. Just gotta pop it open. Okay. Whew. Oh, look at her little wings. She's in a little paper bedding. Okay, so there's one tiny little wing. That's cute. Here, we'll put it over here. And then there's a second little wing. What face does it have? Okay, so I have to look at the box so that I know that I'm getting the one face that we want. Oh. Pull off her little nightgown. Okay, how do I pop her head off? How do I pop her head off? Snaps off the front. Okay, we need to figure this out. How do we take her face apart? Take off the bangs, the front portion of the hair. How? You gotta take her horns off then. Her horns have to come off then. No? How do you change her face? Here's her faces. How do I get to the face? Because I gotta also take the plastic off her face. I don't know what I'm doing. It's adorable, but there wasn't enough directions. Bald them. I'm trying to. But I'm afraid to pull on things. Oh. She can sit down. Oh, because that's for her wings and the bum area. Okay. All right, I eased it off slowly. The whole entire front hair piece goes together. And then I should be able to pull off her face. All right, now we're getting there. Now we're getting there. Just took a minute. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh, it pivots on there. Oh. How do I? There we go. Oh, take her whole entire head off. All right, here's Albedo. Look at her tiny little feet. That's cute. She's got the tiniest little feet ever. But I will say they gave her brown shoes. In canon, they're supposed to be black. Just a heads up. Just saying. At least that's what they are in every other photo. I don't want to put it down on the table because I don't want to get, that shiny part that when something makes contact with the area. All right, so let's get the stand going too. And there is an extra, by the looks of it, ball joint for the head if it pops off or breaks. Good to know. Or is this the joint for the... We'll see. We shall see. Oh. Yeah. Okay, got my little stand ready to go. I'm going to leave this, in here. Balls joint. Well, I mean, yes. Oh, look, it's got the little bow as well on her back. Where did these go? Oh. Oh, I pull the protective butt piece out, and those are the holes for her wings? Shut up. Okay. Let's take your face off again. Let's put your hair over there for now, and let's get the rest of you all stitches. We're going to take her hands off. These are not the limbs that we want. I was instructed to use other limbs. We are going to use the really excited hands. So there are these bent ones right here at the bottom. So I'm just going to take an arm. Peel that right back down. And we're going to put them on. Oh, I got to put them on the other side of the boobies. All right. Hands are in. She's got even the little ring on. Heinz's ring. It's a medical condition. Can't see her legs. She's got little nubbins. Little nubbins. Okay. Have her stand there. A little butt protection. I guess I could put that back in this bag. Oh, I put that tape down on it. Now I can't get it back up. Whoopsies. Swoop. And then we'll go like this. We'll put this guy back in there too. And I'll leave this open because it looks like there might be other things that would go in there. And then I'm going to switch out the faces. We'll put that one. We want this face. Oh no. Yes, I want this face. So I got the right arms. Can these arms go? No, they can't. So they will just have to carefully, so that they don't boop against one another. So they don't hit each other. Okay, so that goes there. We'll put the wings in next. One wing. You can feel when they kind of get into place. 2 wings. And they are a little posable, which is... She can keep the stench of humans away from her a little bit better. These are cute. I'm surprised with how much the wings can move in those little spots. Like, huh. Just the detail in this tiny little thing. Okay. I'm going to put the back here because she got a big head. So, oop. Does that one not go in there? Does it go in a certain way? It does go in a certain way, but okay. Oh, so Katakawa made in China. We want that in the back. I figured I'd put all that on before I put the rest of her on. I don't know if the hair, she got a big head, right? It should go up over the top. We should be fine. All right. Then we find her face, her head here. Oh. Okay. Take it off the stand. Just kidding. Don't do that yet. Didn't mean to. Didn't mean to. The head goes on. Okay. Oh, it kind of snapped into place. Awesome. Move these wings out just a little bit. Then we're going to give her her creepy face. Oh, you're so cute. I'm not at all weirded out that you have ears that have a spot in your hair. Like I had to make sure that it went down into her hair. Okay. And then we put the rest of it on top. Put the wings down a little bit. Gotta get that hair in. Oh, I dropped her on her face. Didn't mean to. Okay, it's gotta go on the inside of her hand. Alright, and then the hair and the ears and everything kind of wiggles to fit in. Alright. Now, what I am not sure is how they expect me to get that post all up in there. How is... I guess I could go this way. Okay, I'm gonna need... I've got to figure out how this all goes together because there's no way for me to put this on with her full face on. So I think this goes, what, down, under, and through? Yes, okay. Just had to be smarter than a figurine. Took a minute. I'm prevailing. I'm figuring it out. It's just taking me a minute. All right, now we're put her hair back on. I do like you can see the different colors that they've used to paint the hair. That's really cool. I had to insert the post, but I had to insert it at a weird angle. I had to move and those hairs come back to fix the edge there. So like it had to go, I had to fix it so it shows here that it just goes bloop, shoop, boop, and obviously it had to go through, swoop it up, and then put the post in that way. That's what she said. Sweet. It's Balbedo. So here we have her. She's got the really creepy face, but she's just really excited. So I gave her this face with these hands. And let's see if we can fix her head to look upward a little bit. We might need to push it in a little bit. Why isn't it? There's no way if you had adult-like fingers you could do this. I wonder, do I put it the other way though? Should it go over her butt? Oh, hold up. Now I gotta try something now. Could this fit together a better way? Yes. Give me a moment. One moment. Perfect. Ah, there we go. Now it fits in all the way. Now it's perfect. We needed to wait for this song to play before we finish putting her together. Just had to put Albedo together during her opening. There. That way she's standing. She looks great. We did it. I did it. Oh. Get her wings up too. Like she's really happy. All right. Well, now that I've accomplished everything that there needs to be in life. Oh, I didn't mean that. I just wanted to do that. I mean, everything wrong happened. But she's cute. But she's cute. I'll put that on the bookshelf. All right, and then we'll put this here. We're gonna just wrap these hands up that way they don't bounce around or scrape up against one another. That would be bad. Just putting all the extras on the center. Then I'll pop this back on here. Make sure to put the plastic back over the front of the faces too, for storage purposes. And then into the box she goes. They had the Totoro as well, but I'm like, we'll only purchase one. We'll only purchase one at convention. I think that's a pretty good haul. One waifu, a bunch of hand-drawn prints for you guys, 2 embroidery cats, 1 good luck charm, 1 lucky, and 1 literal witch, which would be the exact opposite. So yeah, some goodies. Some goodies. Boop. Little anime antenna on top of her head. I am so stinking proud of this. Did anybody catch Gloom? All right, I need to go put her on the bookshelf. And then I'm going to come back and we're at least going to cut a pattern up today. We got some stuffs to do. Oh, is what you sent me. I didn't get it. Didn't get it. Okay. Putting these downstairs, putting her on the bookshelf. I'm going to come back. We're going to switch gears because it's cosplay time. Yep. I just don't know where. I'm going to put the box downstairs too. That way, in case Anemius is like, meh, I want to try a different one. It's an option. Right. Give me a quick. I'm also going to do the go to the bathroom before I leave the house routine. Yeah. Did nobody catch Gloom? Gloom registered. Pokebox Gloom has been caught by Adam. Oh, Adam caught Gloom. Nice. Pokemon-y. How much do I have? Season 7, 0 wins. That's how I like it. 0 wins, 0 losses. I'm so boring. Don't forget, too, that you can poke a daily at the Pokemon community game Discord. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, don't forget to check out my socials. I will be right back. Give me 5. I am going to switch it up. We're doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We cleaned up from JFAX. We opened up all of our swag. Set up the cutest little white food doll. Someday, I will make your cosplay. You are a dream. You are a dream. Someday, it'll happen. And when it does, I'll make sure I make this face. When we come back, we're going to be working on our Lotus Amaga cosplay. Lotus Amaga cosplay to the point that I'm going to edit our description, throw a marker. Ooh, something went wrong. Try rerunning that. BRB. Well, every single time Team Rocket blasts off again, you think that change stays in their pocket? I'm just the fastest person on the scene to retrieve it. Truly evil, Wacko Pants. Truly evil. All right, battle is ready. Let's start with this. I made a... My hands got cold all of a sudden. I'm trying a... Yeah, also... You know when you go away for the weekend, you forget to take your trash out? We had that issue. She was a little ripe. She was a little loud when we came home. So I'm trying to air out the house. It's a little chilly, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's a little chilly. You heard me correctly. It was in the 80s this Friday and Saturday, but like we got a high of 53 today. Okay, just rolling with it. High of 53. Goodness. And these will go downstairs, so let's put these on here. And I will take you with me. Oh, we won that one. Somebody sneezed and all the enemies went away. Nice. Okay, so they can't. Those are my little collection that I've started. Opening up our captain's chest. 200 gold going to Delicious for 0 kills. Delicious and 11 assists. Delicious. Wonderful. Let's A, B, C, D. There you are. And moving on. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Don't have enough gold though in Stream Raiders. Collecting and continuing. Yes. You'd think I already clicked on it. I already want it. Start. And if you guys are back all the way, I might move this table down some. We shall see. Oh, then I won't be able to put that table. All right. Kill support units. Well, okay. Oh, there's a book. There's a book on the field. All right, my friends, join me in battle. You know what? It doesn't matter where you go. You can put your units wherever you would like. Let's go. It's 2 skulls. Exclamation point battle in chat to pull up the link to our Stream Raiders game. You can also choose to use the channel panel link below. So what I am doing right now is I'm just kind of consolidating my trays of items. I usually put trays, 1, because I put paint on them. They're easy to reuse. But 2, I've kind of put a collection of everything that I'm working on a tray. So on this tray, I have the fabric medium that we're going to be using, as well as I already told you I had the black and white for the leather paints to go alongside the gold and bronze that I picked up, as well as the turquoise and sea beach. Sorry, I second guessed myself. Sea beach colors. I already had acrylic in the purple and the yellow. These are the smaller containers. So if you're wondering the size, and they should be then off to the side here. Yeah. Okay. Found it. That was easy. I'm not going to complain about that one. And put that there. I wanted to pick the brains of my fellow judges and peers. Come on. So I brought some things with me to ask them about. Here, I'll put this up here. Okay. And pencil. We'll bring you guys back to it. Oh, here, we'll go here, and we'll get the game out of the way. So, I ended up bringing with me this weekend the fabric sample so they could see the materials that I was going to be working with, which I showed them it was going to be these two. I just kind of folded them over and they stayed. That's handy. Okay. And then I brought my design plans. I kind of wanted to pick their brain to see what they were talking, like how would they start going about this headdress. And it was nice to just talk shop, just like with some fellow artisans in a non-competitive, we're just friends, like this is a fucked up shape. How would one go apart the, and so like they were talking about creating a halo on the inside that it sits in or a foam base on the inside. Initially, I was thinking of creating a foam like helmet that it would sit upon, because if you look on the reference images too, and let's see if this one that I have shows it, it doesn't sit against her head. There is a gap on the inside, and yay, because then that means like I can free build shapes, so like these things can be hollow. But it leaves the air of this potentially turning into a bobblehead situation, which I don't want. Like I want to keep it within the shoulder dimensions, like, like they have in the image, and just have those 3 peaks. But and I want to make it too so that these 3 are removable. I can, like, by magnets, so I can take this places. I would love to travel with the Lotus, but a headdress like this, if these aren't removable, it can't happen. I brought my fabric swatches, so I have how they started to how it started, how it's going, and the different dunk tests in between. Yeah. I don't know, this is a project. But what we need to figure out right now, this very moment, with our bodysuit, pardon me, and I think this is going to be the image that has it. We will need bodysuit base, obviously. The one sleeve is going to be black. So I'm going to make one glove, one black glove, one black glove, and we'll serge it too. So I'm going to use, I'm going to guess, so we'll use M7397. Actually, where's that pattern from Toru? No. I made gloves already. Toru. Where's your damn glove pattern? We made gloves already. We did this. And we did this painstaking task of glovometry. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it glovometry. Yeah, I already traced my hand and did all of. Yeah, these fabrics was nice too.